Testing.
Testing.
Testing, testing, testing. Okay.
What's like a song that you know that's like trap, or like metal house music?
A song that I know that is trap or house music.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do fucking AC/DC if you don't, which is like neither of those things.
I like that new song by that Indian artist, Big Dogs, but that's not house or trap.
Okay. Big.
But I already used that one, so.
Oh, what the heck?
I used that on our Tim Walls.
Ow.
That's fine.
I'll figure it out later.
The motion picture you're about to see does not concern itself with the social or civil rights of American citizens or with the economic or social problems of American cities. It was produced to warn citizens of the nature of a revolutionary force affiliating itself openly with aims of international communism, and now active throughout our nation in a planned offensive to destroy the American system and seize control of the United States.
Yeah. This is a very hot recording setup.
Yeah, this is pretty great. Oh.
I mean.
Oh, you meant
it's
hot
as well.
in like. Oh, okay.
But light-wise, it's pretty warm.
Yeah.
I just started rolling because I was like,
okay.
why not? Okay.
Okay.
We're back.
We're in person.
We're in person. We have 2 cameras.
Let's go.
If this works, I'll cut between them right now. If you're on audio, you're not missing much. We're in person, and welcome back. Truly Orwellian, episode 9.
We're
go. Here. Rachel's in my studio apartment, and you can probably tell, if you're on video, by the 2 walls you're seeing here. It's a bit dingy. We got the landlord special, and it's really warm in here for me, because I was running around for 15 minutes before this trying to set things up, and I was like, we need good lighting.
Yes.
So I turned on 4 different lights. But now I think whatever, it's fine.
I think it's cutesy. I like it.
We'll get into it.
Oh, yeah.
But we're here in person. We started class. Rachel, how are you?
I'm doing okay. My classes are wild. However, I have not.
Why are we facing each other also? We're like this.
Okay.
This is fine.
Okay. We were like playing to the cameras like The Office.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys.
Your classes are wild?
Yeah. I haven't had more political philosophy, which I know everyone cares so much about.
I care.
But I haven't had more of it, so he canceled like every class this week, so I don't know. I really want to know what that girl thinks. I want her to explain herself about like fascism.
Oh, from the end of last episode?
Yeah, I'm really interested, but she hasn't said anything, obviously.
I think it would be interesting to hear, because from the few things that I remember, because last episode was a blur.
Real.
We interviewed Marianne Williamson.
Just by the way.
2 cameras. And at the end of it, if you stayed till the end, God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we were yapping there. I think one of your family members, I'm not going to out them, but commented on the episode about a shark movie we should watch.
Oh.
And I'm thinking about taking their opinion, taking their suggestion. But at the end of the last episode, you did mention this girl in your class talking about like voting and fascism or something.
She said that we should bar fascists from democracy because their views are undemocratic, so therefore they shouldn't get to participate in democracy, which I thought was a very interesting thought process to get through.
I think it's fair, and it's sad that you didn't get to hear the full of it.
I know, because I'm not going to comment if I don't know the whole spiel. Like, give me your evidence, your analysis. Don't give me the claim with nothing else.
It's fine, though.
Yeah.
It's generally fine.
Yeah.
I have not had any classes, really.
Yeah.
But we could get to that. But
okay.
You've had political... No, you haven't had political philosophy.
I went to the zoo yesterday. I don't really give a fuck about my classes.
Okay.
I'm just kind of there.
That's fine.
No, I had my one-on-one with my Latin professor, which has been kind of cool, except Latin's really difficult. So I'm like struggling, but whatever.
You're still taking Latin.
Yeah, it's my major.
Not your full major.
Yes, it is.
Since
Classical
when?
languages.
Oh, classical language. That's not Latin.
That is Latin.
You said classics was your major.
Classics. Okay. It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
2 different subjects.
No, classics in academia refers to like ancient Rome and ancient Greece.
That's not Latin.
Dog, they spoke Latin.
Well. But you're taking it.
But
still.
I'm still taking Latin. I have to take 3 more semesters of it. What?
There's not even that many semesters left in the school year.
Well, this semester,
Yeah.
next semester, and then senior year.
Oh, that's fine. I'm done with languages, and I'm so glad. I'm done with Spanish. I
Oh.
took Spanish, and it was really bad. But I made some friends along the way.
Slay.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Also, let me do this real quick. Okay, we sync the audio.
Oh my God.
I'm leaving it in.
For those on audio, Garrett just clapped in front of every
they heard the
surface
clapping.
possible. Oh my God. Anyways, I went to the zoo. They have red pandas at the New York or Manhattan Central Park Zoo. It's pretty great.
Oh, over Central Park.
Yeah. It's so
I've walked
cute.
through. No, I haven't. I looked at the gates because you have to pay.
Yeah. Well, you can like walk through. You just like you can't see any animals without paying.
You saw pandas.
I saw red pandas.
You love them.
I love red pandas. They are so cute.
And I'm not convinced that they exist.
What the fuck?
I've only seen the pictures, and like red pandas, no offense, but like
Oh my God.
there's a certain type of person who's like into red pandas.
What the hell?
I went to school with this girl, and you know, maybe she listens to the podcast because she's nice to me, but they were very into certain things.
Mm-hmm.
I think red panda, like they've posted on their Instagram red pandas before, so it's a certain type of person.
He's talking about me.
No, maybe, but I don't know. I could never get behind the whole movement.
What kind of movement are we talking about? They're just like adorable. And I want to hold one.
I'm down with penguins. I think penguins are
Penguins are pretty cool.
neat, but okay, I just switched we're learning audio equipment here. I just switched it, so now I can see how long we're recording.
Oh.
You're seeing how the sausage is made.
Nice.
Poorly.
Like, yeah.
But yeah, zoo. Any other animals?
I saw a lot of monkeys. It turns out I
Ugh.
really like monkeys. They're so cute.
You like them?
Yeah, they're so cute. I love animals.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
You don't like
obsessed
cats?
with. Okay, I'm allergic to cats. If I wasn't allergic to cats, I think I'd like them.
No.
I love alligators and crocodiles a lot. I love sharks, obviously. Like, I love sharks. Pandas, red pandas, dogs. I'm a really big dog girly. All the animals. Seals. Oh my gosh.
I fuck with a seal.
The seals are so cute. I love them.
What was that? Did you watch Finding Dory? I don't think I watched Finding Nemo. I watched Finding Dory though.
I think I saw it once upon a time.
I think there was a seal scene in there, and I like
Yeah.
that. That was the only thing I remember from the movie.
I like vaguely remember seeing it, but anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. I saw Chicago with Peter the other day.
Oh, the play or
Yes,
musical.
the musical, which was fun, but that's not the point of the story.
Okay.
The point was we were hustling, and one of my friends was like at a restaurant, and they stopped me, and they're like, "Rachel, oh my God, is this Peter?" And I was like, "Yeah, this is Peter."
They've never met Peter.
And they've never met Peter. And then they go, "Oh my! I just listened to the episode where they talked about taking you or getting you from Queens or
Oh,
whatever."
a
And
listener.
I was like, "Oh my God! You guys listened to the episode!
Wait,
Let's
that's
go."
sick.
And Peter is real. There's proof.
There is, well, according to a listener, and we don't really have many of those.
Okay.
But except for the 600 people who watched on YouTube the last episode.
Yo. Anyways, so that is Rachel news.
That's sick. I mean, okay, when you put Chicago with Peter on here, because we have
Yeah.
a topic talk, I literally thought you traveled to Chicago because I'm not that tapped into. Oh, I got a theater thing, but I'm not that tapped into to Broadway. And Peter, your boyfriend, allegedly sent a video
Oh.
of you to me, to my personal iPhone messages, of you at a zoo.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a zoologist, a person into zoos. That's what you call it. And you were talking about, I found my new best friend. I found this. So I was being mature, and I said that I was canceling the podcast and starting a private Twitter, Oomphy's DM for Priv, as Richard Nixon famously said when he lost because of Watergate or resigned. But I thought that was in Chicago.
No, that was here.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense because
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
what have I been doing? Oh my gosh. Shit, what have I been doing? Hustling, running around.
You're on the hustle culture.
I am on the hustle culture.
It is New York City.
Yes.
We're getting the full of it right now.
Yeah.
Dude, yesterday I slept I got home at 7 p.m. I slept till 7 p.m. till 6 a.m. and it
That's
was
crazy.
wonderful. And I had class at like 9. It was
Oh, shit.
perfect.
Is that why you canceled on me?
When did I cancel?
Yesterday.
Yes, because we were going to record yesterday afternoon and I immediately slept. Oh, that was such a great sleep. But yeah, I was going to mention, because Chicago, the musical, this is political related for all you political nerds who only tune into the podcast for politics. I saw this anecdote about Trump, and the caption on Twitter was Hitler not getting into art school. So you know it's going to be a good story. But apparently, when Trump was 23 years old, I think, he was like fresh out of college, Wharton School of Business. And his dad, who was very successful on his own, the real self-made guy, was a real estate agent. He gave him like a couple $1 million, gave Donald Trump a couple $1 million to like just kind of do whatever with, start his career. And instead of doing real estate first, he approached this guy who you might know, but I forget his name, but this famous like Broadway guy, and was like, let's put on a show and put my name on the bill, like at the top of the poster next to yours. And he was super excited about it. And the producer, the guy, I wish I remembered his name, I just completely forgot the story, was like, he had a real knack for theater. He like really enjoyed it. He was so into it and so excited. So
He's a theater kid.
He's a theater kid.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed.
But the kicker is that they had to close down the performance after like a week or whatever. Gosh. I don't know what a typical run is.
That's an incredibly short run. I mean, if you're successful, you get over a year. A year is like what you should aim for.
I don't think it was a year. I definitely wasn't a year. But this guy had to inform Mr. Trump, our great president, our great leader, that he had to close down the performance. And he was like, what am I going to do now? And then the guy was like, get into real estate.
Oh, my God.
So that's how we have our current president.
Oh, love. Okay.
Which I think is sick.
My Latin professor, he opened my Law and Society class by talking about how Latin was required at Fordham, like for years until like they changed like power or whatever. Yeah. And he goes, Trump went to Fordham and then like dropped out. And he goes, yeah, I like to imagine Trump struggling in Latin 1001 with his conjugations.
I struggle with Latin 0 because I walk around the other campus and the buildings are all in Latin on the outside. There's a hall. I'm not going to say which hall, even though I'd already doxed our I think I'm wearing, no, I'm not. I've already doxed our school, Fordham. But there's this hall, Keating Hall, fine, I'll say it. There's no signage that says Keating Hall on the outside. It's all in Latin. It's random words and phrases and numbers. I don't like it, but it does add to the atmosphere, which I got to appreciate. But yeah, that was it.
How are you, Garrett? What's going on?
How am I? Well, I told you that I did sleep for, I guess 11 hours, which isn't a long time. But my professor, one of my professors, I mentioned last week, I was like, at the end of last episode, like, oh yeah, two of my professors didn't show up to class. I was like, that was a big W. We have an even bigger, massive W on our hands, because that one other professor eventually ended up emailing and was like, hey, yeah, we're starting on 9/11, never forget. And, this is what the class is going to be like, email the syllabus, whatever. So that was boring. The other professor never ended up emailing us. And on the day that I'm supposed to go in for the second class, in which he has not shown up for, we get another email saying, hey, this professor straight up ghosted us. He has not responded.
Oh my God.
And we found a replacement for one of the classes he was taking or teaching. And unfortunately, that class is not yours. Oh. So your class is permanently canceled.
Oh, no.
For the entire semester. And you have to find another class. And this was yesterday. And the deadline to find another class was today.
Oh.
So that was just a huge W on the professor's part for just leaving. I was so angry, but I respected it so much for just ghosting his entire job.
Like, that's crazy.
Like, he was gonna get paid.
Then he said bye-bye.
He did say bye-bye.
So what I'm hearing from this story is that you are going to join Law and Society in Ancient Greece and Rome with me.
So I ended up failing Athenian democracy.
Oh.
So that sounds like a similar class.
But it would be cool because I'm in there, and then I can help you.
So I ended up joining another class.
Oh, shit.
About fascism.
Oh, okay.
Which seems interesting. Anti-fascist, I think. Antifa, if you will. And the class seems interesting. I haven't taken it yet. But he's got a 5 out of 5 on Rate My Professors.
Oh,
it's so
yeah.
sick. But yeah, before all this, I emailed my advisor as soon as I got the other email about the class being canceled. And she never responded. I got an automatic email response. And she was like, I have drop-in hours. But I'm like, I'm at the other campus. I can't go to in-person drop-in hours. I try to schedule an online thing. She says it's unavailable online. It's just grayed out. And then I email her again today, and I'm like, hey, I need help with this class. I don't know what to pick. I was hoping for a personalized recommendation. I'm assuming the deadline is going to be extended for ad drop. And she emails me several hours later like, hey, replying to your last email, ad drop will not be extended.
Oh, my God.
You have to pick a class. And she was like, I was available for drop-in hours starting August 24th. I've been emailing you about this. I've been emailing all my students for weeks about this. You could have come in at any time. I said, the class was canceled yesterday. Why? I'm not going to come in on August 24th to talk about a canceled class. The class has been canceled.
Like,
it's crazy.
What the fuck?
It was not a good. It was, and I have a close friend's Instagram story, and I did post on it. I did post on it.
Let me read.
Yeah, you may have it open, but
is that okay?
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
I'm not proud. Actually, I am proud of what I said because it's true. You're really struggling to find it. It's not happening.
I'm doing my best.
I did block you on close friends.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Can I read it out loud?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Group of girls in front of me at Rolls and Bowls put in a massive order that takes the guy 20 minutes. The line at Freshens was massive. So outside to smoke. Oh, go outside to smoke. Guy approaches me for a cigarette. I pull out two with 2 different fingers because I was also having one. He takes both.
Yes.
I have 1 cigarette left, and my advisor is a bitch.
Yeah.
Not because she's a woman. It's crazy.
So if you didn't catch that, and I'll explain the previous things before that. I did call my advisor a bitch, but I did clarify not because she is a woman.
It's not because she's a woman.
Third podcast we have mentioned my misogyny.
I will say it now. You're not a misogynist.
Thank you. But she's a bit. Oh my God.
Is she the new one?
She's the one that I feel bad because I feel like a Fordham person's gonna see this, but she's the one that because we had the same advisor.
Yeah.
Apparently, she was so good that they had to get 2 people to replace her. I got the shit one. You got the good one.
No, I didn't.
You got.
No, I didn't.
Who'd you get? Huh? Just say it. I'll bleep it.
I got.
Oh, I thought you got.
No, I wanted.
Oh, okay. We should stop saying their names because it's gonna be hard to edit. Okay.
Bleep every single name.
No, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I thought you got the other person.
I wanted her.
Well, I got to re-inform my mom because I said Rachel got the good.
Did you say that?
Yeah, because my mom was like, "Your advisor's a bitch." She didn't say that. She just said she's passive aggressive. I can take a hint. But yeah, and then I was talking to another guy who was in that class, my friend, shout out, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I go to this other advisor because I just treat it like a therapy session." And he was like, "Who's your advisor?" And I told him, and he's like, "Oh, she's a bitch. Like, she sucks. Everyone hates this advisor."
Oh my God.
And I got stuck with her. But yeah, it's not great.
No, but you're in a cool class now about anti-fascism, and I expect to hear updates about that because you're gonna have some fun characters in that.
Yeah, I looked at the roster, and I know one guy, and the one guy was very kind. He's a chill guy. Everyone else I don't know. But I'm taking a lot of poli-sci classes right now, or in history classes, and man, everyone sucks. Holy shit, I hate everyone in those classes. It's crazy.
So what I'm hearing is next semester, you and I have to take a final poli-sci class together. Or not a final, because you can cut this. I thought you were graduating early.
I'm not cutting that. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm failing everything. I'm not graduating.
No,
early.
okay. Well, then we can take multiple poli-sci classes together.
Yeah.
And then we can make it interesting, and then we'll have stories for the podcast.
I really want to invite, like, we had some characters in that one. I forget. Comparative
politics. Fuck
yeah.
it, I don't want to talk to anybody from that class again.
Dude, I saw the professor in the hall.
my God.
And we made eye contact, and I forgot his name, but he didn't recognize me.
Okay.
And I wanted to be like, hey, it's me. I had such a great time in class.
I really want to interview the guy who, story time. We, for some reason, we learned about Alexander Dugin in that class. And I don't know why.
Oh, is that weird guy with the theory or whatever?
Yeah. So Alexander Dugin is a Russian philosopher who, I don't remember his whole philosophy because I don't give a fuck. But it was basically that time isn't real, that, like, Russia is great and everyone else sucks. That's, like, a very loose and, like, uneducated overview, but, like, that's kind of the gist of it. He was like, liberalism is bad, the West is bad, blah, blah, blah. He's just, like, an alt-right kind of guy. And the professor had us go around the room and say a fact about him or what we had learned. And like, I'm sitting at the end. So of course, like everyone else, by the time that he gets to me, has said all the facts I had. So I just was like, let me crack a joke. Let me make this funny. And so I said, yeah.
Always a good call, by the way.
Wonderful call on my end. And I was like, I learned he doesn't believe in time. And then everyone laughed.
Oh, yes. Well, that's true, though.
Yeah, because it's just true. Like, I'm not lying. We'll show you the sources, whatever. And the kid in front of me goes, do you have a source for that?
Oh, my God, that kid. Like, oh, I love him.
What the hell? Yes, I do.
Dude,
do you want it?
This kid was actually personified. It was crazy. I loved him. Oh,
was crazy.
God. I thought you were going to talk about Piercing Eyes Guy, who I also saw today.
Oh, Piercing Eyes Guy is crazy.
Piercing Eyes Guy rocks. He has piercing eyes, by the way, and he's pro-Palestine.
Woo.
Mostly, kind of.
Oh.
I think.
I couldn't fucking tell because a lot of those people in that class at the end of the year would go up there and talk about for their like final. They would all brought up Israel, and I was like, what kind of both siding bullshit are you bringing right now?
It was an interesting moment to be a part of that class with that particular professor.
Yeah. With
those particular students. One of them being a beauty queen, by the way, which rocks. I'm just doxing all this stuff. I don't care. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I want to interview those kids. I want to see where they're at right now. And because we'll take another poli-sci class and we can have stories about them, but stories only go so far. We need the actual hold card facts.
You know, if you can find them, I'll talk to them.
I would, honestly. I think they like me. No, but I got no Instagram follows out of that entire last semester. I didn't talk to a single person.
Yeah, I really just talked to like you.
We should be more social.
We should.
We were social, though. We went out this weekend.
We went out this weekend.
Yeah.
We had the Marianne Williamson episode release party.
Yep.
/ Garrett's birthday.
I don't like that part. Dude, I reviewed the video. Jesus Christ. I think I was drunk at that point. I looked not happy at all, and it didn't look like a bit.
Oh, was
I doing a
video?
bit?
I thought you were doing a bit.
Okay, good. I was doing a bit, I think, because I was very appreciative of everyone singing me happy birthday. I looked terrible in that video.
Garrett looked pissed when we sang him happy birthday. He was not happy.
It was a great time. We went out with friends to celebrate our episode release and avoiding all legal troubles.
Yeah.
Which are not, it's fine. And it was a great time. No stories to tell from that.
No.
Everyone had a good time.
Yeah.
But that was our weekend, basically.
Yeah.
What else is there? I got nothing else for news other than that close friend story, which you did read, in which this fucking place, this Rolls and Bowls place.
When are we going back for old time's sake?
We can't go back anymore because they got the one guy working there. Shout out. I love that guy. Who's making the rolls and shit. And he's the only guy trained there who knows how to do it.
Oh, shit.
And this group of girls, who I assume are freshmen,
of course,
walk in there. 3 of them place a massive fucking order. This is the 3rd day in a row that I come in, and they're doing the same thing.
Oh, my God.
And I can't get my food. So I go up to whatever that other place is called, Freshens.
Yeah.
And I had a smoothie today.
Slay.
And then I got my cigarettes stolen from me by a man.
Damn.
Yeah. It was fine. Anyway, news.
News.
Are you ready for news?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I just put a few things on here because some of them are fucking depressing, but some of them are pretty funny. Like Chase Bank ATM TikTok trend fraud, which I have not read this article, but I have seen the trend.
I haven't seen this trend, and guys, maybe we should get rid of TikTok.
I think it rocks. I think it rocks. People discovered, if you aren't aware, that apparently Chase Bank has this system where, like, if you're like a trusted user, if you have good credit, some finances or whatever, for your ATM withdrawals, or no, for your check deposits, if you deposit a check, they'll just instantly pre-approve that money because they're like, okay, we trust you or whatever, so we'll just give you this money now so you don't have to wait. And they do that for a select few users. So it's like, oh, super convenient. They accidentally made everyone a trusted user, I think was the story.
That's crazy.
So people who didn't have the funds to, like, pay back the check or, like, deposit the check were making, like, fake check deposits and then withdrawing hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Oh, my God.
Because they would just give it to you. And it became a TikTok trend. People in New York were lined up at Chase Bank ATMs. It was crazy trying to do this trend, which, by the way, is fraud. It is fraud.
I was about to say, like, this shouldn't be a trend. It's a literal fucking crime.
No, Chase Bank did respond and
What'd they
said,
say?
It said, well, I don't think it's in this article, but they said
okay.
it's plain and simple fraud was the ending of their message.
It's actually, it's plain and simple fraud.
And
That's crazy.
I really wanted to be on the TikTok people's sides here, and in part I am because it's funny. It's very funny. However, Chase Bank very quickly withdrew all the money from the accounts. So now people are in debt, actually, because they went overboard and spent too much. But yeah, that was the Chase Bank TikTok
That's
trend.
really funny.
And I'm switching my money to Chase because I'm not going to say what banking institution, but you know the kind. And and it's not, they don't allow that. They don't do that. So maybe we should all go to Chase Bank is the end of my story.
I think about the Hassan clip because I watch Hassan like a goblin 24/7, where he's saying like, one of the few things you can do in America, or like that's legal in America, is financial crimes. And oh my god, this is so stupid. This is from the original Fear and Malding podcast.
Fear and Malding. We got to make that distinction.
And that's like the original Hassan podcast.
Yeah.
With Will Neff, where they're interviewing Andrew Callahan, where he's like, one of the few like crimes you can get away with is financial crimes. If you don't fuck over other rich people. And then, like, I don't remember the guy's first name, but this, like, party guy Bilzerian, or, like, Dan Bilzerian.
Party guy. That's Dan. Put some respect on Dan Bilzerian's name.
My bad. But he, like, his dad fucked over a bunch of rich people, and so, like, his financial crimes, like, he actually went to jail for them. And so that's what I think of with this, like, fraud thing, is, like, guys, if you hadn't put it online, maybe no one would have gotten caught.
That was the thing. Fine. That was why I was pissed, is because I spend a lot of my time before I go to sleep, not going to sleep, and just watching like homemade YouTube documentaries about people who like I watched like a 2-hour documentary about like a poker scam or whatever, where they were like counting the edges of the cards, and or it was baccarat, and they made like $20 million. They had to pay it back, whatever. And then I watched another one where this guy it was like a similar thing with the ATM machine, and he went on this crazy rampage, but he didn't publicize it. And I'm like, that guy rules. He lived his life, and he didn't publicize it until the end. Spoiler alert, he did publicize it. But this TikTok trend, they could have gone about in silence. Yeah. We could have discovered it.
Exactly.
And we could have kept it between ourselves and the Truly Orwellian listeners.
Exactly.
But no, to make a TikTok trend out of it is disgusting.
Snitches get stitches, or in this case, a lot of debt.
A lot of debt. And potential legal claims. Yeah. Dude, now I'm just thinking about Dan Bilzerian.
I don't know who the hell Dan Bilzerian is.
Dan Bilzerian, I don't know what I remember him because in middle school, the popular boys would unironically repost Dan Bilzerian things. And he's just like this steroided out dude. Okay. Who, I don't know how he made his money, but he's like, or was an influencer. I don't know if he's in jail now or whatever. I thought
he was like a party promoter or something, where like he'd have these big popular parties, and then if you like paid like $500 or so, you could go, or direct quote, you brought 7 hot girls with you.
Okay, then probably. That's probably what he got started for.
Okay.
I know him as the influencer version of that, where these parties were just him paying like, I guess I didn't have it back then, what the equivalent of like the OnlyFans girl is now. And sometimes like I think it was sketchy, like the Andrew Tate style cam girl exploitation type stuff. But he would just pay these people to like be friends with him and like hang out. Okay. So he had all these like attractive women and like flocking with him. So all these middle school boys who I looked up to enviously would repost and be like, God, Dan Bilzerian's he's the man. He has this giant mansion, which it wasn't his, it was rented, I think. Yeah. But yeah, we love Dan Bilzerian here.
His dad was like a poker player or something who was just like scamming, like was a really bad poker player. Yeah. And like just lost a bunch of money. It was a whole thing. I don't remember all the details, but that's what I remember about him.
That would make sense. I'm always fascinated by those characters in like the Andrew Tate style, who I saw.
Oh my God.
I keep getting Andrew Tate clips.
Why?
Because now it's on Twitter.
Okay.
Because Twitter is just Nazis now.
Yeah.
which I did want to talk about because Jesus Christ, my For You page recently on Twitter
Yeah.
has been dog shit. Has been the worst of the worst, like, racist shit I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what? You should follow the account Classical Memes for Hellenistic Teens to fix that problem.
Wait, is Hellenistic Hegelian
No.
Hegel?
It's not Hegel.
Because there was a Hegelian e-girl party
Oh my gosh.
that happened. That was supposed to happen, but then it got bomb threats because it went viral on Twitter. It was a whole thing. And by viral, I mean it got like 100 retweets.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it's a whole thing.
I just get memes about Rome and like occasionally political. I am like deep in like Twitch stuff on Twitter.
Yeah.
So like that's what I get. And I'm thankful for that.
That's good. I'm kind of envious because today I got people mad that there was a black person in the Minecraft movie trailer.
Oh.
Did you get that?
I didn't get that.
Okay.
That's wow.
Which there are a lot of reasons to be upset at the moment. There's really not. I watched it yesterday with our friends and the trailer, and I was never a Jack Black fan. I don't like Jack Black. I'll just say it. Do you have any Jack Black thoughts?
He's good in The Holiday.
What's a movie?
Yeah, it's cute. It's like this. It's the only rom-com I can stand.
I never understood the humor. I never understood him as a person. I don't like it. The Minecraft movie looks bad, but for other reasons.
But we're gonna go see the Minecraft movie. Yes,
Yeah.
Rachel.
This is like the same thing with the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, at least. But now I have some connection with Minecraft.
Yeah.
But you saw the Five Nights at Freddy's, and you weren't a Five Nights at Freddy's person,
I
were
am
you?
a Five Nights at Freddy's person.
Oh, you were?
Which I am admitting on the pod. Oh God.
Oh,
Oh.
that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. I was a gamer girl back in the day.
That's okay. All right.
Did you say that's so gay?
No.
But way back in the day, I was a big Minecraft girly, and I was also a big Five Nights at Freddy's girly, which is kind of no, I'm not embarrassed. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
No, that's good. We need to have
Yes.
more of this mindset where it's like, embrace the cringe or whatever. But I fucking hate Jack Black, and he's cringe, and I don't like him. God, I don't like him. I really don't. But yeah, we'll see the Minecraft movie, surely.
Perfect.
And we'll have another review, like Trap.
Yes. Oh my
She
gosh.
sent that meme about Trap
That was crazy.
being like, if all the Trap haters need to
Fuck
die.
you if you don't like Trap. Like,
It was a good movie.
I take like a solid 20 to 48 hours to like digest a piece of media. I've decided I like Trap.
Okay. I like it. I never said I didn't like it.
But like in an ironic way. It's like in the way I like 47 Meters Down, because I love 47 Meters Down.
Did I watch that? What is that?
It's the shark movie.
Oh,
It's one
from
of the
last
shark
episode?
No, 47 Meters
There's
Down.
another shark
There are
movie?
several. There's 47 Meters Down. There's 47 Meters Down Uncaged. There's Jaws 1 through 4. There's Shark.
I like Jaws.
There's all the Sharknadoes. There's Jurassic Shark. That one's fun.
Is that from the same franchise?
No, they're all different.
Oh.
But 47 Meters Down and 47 Meters Down Uncaged, two of my favorites, are shark movies. Where, like the first one, at least, 47 Meters Down, like normal. These two girls are going like cage diving with sharks, and then the line breaks and the cage sinks.
I think I
47
saw
meters
clips
down.
of this on TikTok.
And TikTok. It's like if you've seen the movie, I think it's called Fall, where these two girls get like stuck.
No.
Or like okay, there's a lot of these movies of this vein where they're like a thriller where these people just get like stuck in a dangerous situation. They have to face nature. This one is a shark, or several sharks, and I love that movie. It's terrible, but I love it.
We all need terrible movies that we love.
Yes.
Oh my god, what was that one? I saw it in theaters, I think. It was like a terrible situation happened. It was like this young pre-influencer couple that went on a sailboat. Did you watch this? And they got stuck in this storm or whatever, and this man is like dying, like super dehydrated. And I think the plot twist, if you care about this movie.
I don't.
Okay. Nobody should watch it, but I watched it in theaters, I think, when it first came out. I think the plot twist was that he was hallucinating this girl the entire time.
Oh, that's like, come on.
What?
That's the plot twist in 47 Meters Down.
Oh,
And
is
also
it?
The Fall.
No, but it was a sailboat. They were on a sailboat. Or a catamaran. I've been on
I have
one.
not seen this movie.
Okay.
I would watch it though.
This was like 2009
Oh.
or 11. 9/11.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Movies are weird.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I love shark movies.
We'll see a shark movie.
Please.
Yeah.
Dude.
Also, there's no good transition.
There is no good. No shit. There really is not.
Also, I accidentally put the same link here for the two things. But, okay, today, I'll be a little bit more serious. Or no, yesterday, there was a shooting at a Georgia high school in Winder, Georgia, which left 2 students dead and 2 teachers dead. And they got him at the end, but I just wanted to touch on this briefly, was that Georgia is like a very open gun-carrying state. Like, they're very pro-gun. And I think they just passed a law, or like 2 years ago passed a law that made it easier to acquire guns. So I just wanted to get out ahead of this story before we see, mental health, whatever this. It's about gun laws, and we should probably change those. Is my take.
Yeah.
Is my hot take.
Yeah. That's such a hot take. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Whoa. Calm down there, Garrett.
Listen, we'll see.
No. I just I remember Uvalde, Texas a few years ago.
That shit irks me to this day.
Which, I am from the state of Texas.
Yes.
And have had, me and several of my friends from different schools around the city and the state have had several, threats. Some far more serious than others.
Right.
It's terrifying. And when it actually happens, that's the worst fucking thing I can imagine. And I don't get how lawmakers can sit there and just be like, oh, mental health, but I'm also at the same time going to pass this thing to allow guns to be easier to access. What the hell is wrong with you?
No, it's
what
such
the
a
hell is
cop-out.
wrong with you?
And getting A ratings from the NRA.
Yeah.
It's just oh shit, politicians are bought. This is not a good society that we live in.
No, it makes me very sad, obviously, because these are children.
Yes.
And you're killing children actively.
And what pisses me off, especially now being more online, is the way that these things immediately get fucking used to absolutely dissuade anyone from thinking about gun laws, where it's I saw a reply to a news story where it's it posted 2 signs, and it was one of the signs was guns not permitted on premises, and then the second sign was our teachers are armed and trained, so don't even think about it. And people are we need more signs like the one on the right. And it's yeah, man, let's give teachers more guns. That's the smart thing to do.
I can't think of how scared I'd be in a classroom.
No,
and the
yeah.
teacher, that would be awful.
You can't, having guns in general,
No.
I'm not a super fan of. Being a kid and having guns is illegal, but people do it because their parents can easily go, this is how this fucking kid got his gun. But then being in an environment with literal children, that's an elementary school, literal babies even, and then having the teachers trained with guns, that is not happening. But yeah, it's not good.
No. I just let's sit and think about that. I really would like to sit someone Abbott down, or I don't know who the governor of Georgia is.
Brian Kemp, I believe.
Kemp?
Kemp?
Okay.
I believe.
Just let's think about this. Let's militarize our classrooms.
Yes.
Let's think about those 2 words in the same sentence. Militarize classrooms. That's insane.
Yeah. What I did want to mention also was, because there's obviously going to be a lot of talk about law enforcement and, militarization and all this, but one of the biggest law enforcement agencies, the FBI, actually, this is from CBS News. This is from CBS News. As of an hour ago at this point, Georgia high school shooting suspect was previously interviewed after FBI received reports of online threats. The FBI knew about this fucking kid.
What do you... Oh, my God.
Yes.
Oh.
Threats were made. They interviewed the fucking kid. And, they did nothing about it. But...
Jesus Christ. These people.
It's not good.
No.
A search of the suspect's home following the shooting also showed that the suspect had an interest in previous school shootings. So the FBI was aware of this kind of thing.
Okay. So they knew.
They knew somewhat.
Somewhat. I don't give a fuck. They still knew. And they let him go on campus?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did interview this kid.
That's insane.
More than a year ago, tips about online posts threatening a school shooting led Georgia police to interview a 13-year-old boy, but investigators didn't have enough evidence for an arrest.
You don't have to. Oh my.
On Wednesday, that same boy opened fire at his high school in North Georgia, officials said. So, okay, I'm not saying arrest the kid a year ago. I feel like we should have this. Let's watch this person.
I feel like there's got to be some other way around it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, suspend therapy. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
talk to the parents. Did the parents know?
Well, the parents have the gun. That's what's fucking scary. Is
Oh.
if the parents had the gun, or the dad had the gun, and then his kid is making like school shooting things, like jokes or whatever, is interested in it, and then a year later shoots up school. It's like it's fucking crazy. But yeah, Georgia is also a death penalty state, so I'm very interested in seeing people being like, oh yeah, let's fucking kill this 14-year-old, and it's like, yeah, that's definitely going to be the solution here. Let's just give this person the death penalty and move on. I'm not a particular fan of that, but
I love this country that we live in.
it's not great.
Oh my God.
It's really not great. But yeah, that was, I believe, Apalachee High School.
Yes.
That shooting. You want to talk about something else more? The stories get better. It dips and then gets better.
We will exit the horseshoe in a minute.
We will exit, and I'll touch on this briefly, but
Yeah.
I did want to mention this because this was a very interesting article in 972 magazine. And I will read, if I may, the first like 2 paragraphs because I was not aware of this. And yeah, this is good reporting. So on August 28th, Israel launched Operation Summer Camps, the largest military invasion witnessed in the northern West Bank in over 2 decades. In Jenin, Israeli forces first moved into the city before imposing a full-blown siege on the refugee camp within hours. The army simultaneously carried out operations in Tubas, Nablus, Ramallah, and Turacarum. I butchered that one. But yes, they are carrying out even more military operations in other parts of the world, or in other parts of Palestine. So the constant focus on like, oh, just Gaza, it's the entirety of Palestine. So that's something. It's not good.
Yeah.
And it makes you think about people talking about it's not all of Israel. It's not, the IDF is very selective. It's like, I don't think that's the case here. I think they're trying to really go after everything and using very limited excuses to continue their genocide. But
Yeah.
it's not good.
No, it's not just Gaza, and it hasn't been just Gaza since, the 1900s.
No, yeah.
When, Israel became a state.
Yes.
It's
not good.
No.
But in researching this, because I wanted to learn more about this, one of the first results that came up was the Jerusalem Center for Security and Foreign Affairs. And this, so going from that, like, good reporting, about, like, the horse, and I encourage you, and I'll link the article to read the full thing, because it's really tragic, but good reporting. Okay, yes. From the Jerusalem Center for Security and Foreign Affairs. Again, this article, if you read it in full, it's one of the main points is that the people that they're killing and the siege that's happening, it's mostly fucking non-combatants, like not Hamas people, not terrorists, literally like even like women and children, especially being killed. This is the justification. The IDF summer camps operation in northern Samaria is a preemptive strike against a terrorist army established by Iran. A preemptive strike. I don't like that word at all. Or that phrasing, preemptive strike. You use that a lot when you're trying to do things that maybe particularly don't have a lot of backing to it.
Yeah.
So it's not fun.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to continually flag this language that we see about like, oh, we're preemptively striking, we're selectively targeting, and it's like, well, when the selectiveness is well, it's here and there and there, and then well, we gotta go here because there's this and this
And
and this.
we're missing this part.
And we're also missing that part.
Yeah.
And then you look at the map, you zoom out, and it's like, oh, that's the entirety of the state.
Yeah.
It's not great. But yeah, that was Israel. And that was just that was like a week ago at this point, and they're continuing to do genocide every day.
Yep.
But that's the thing. I did want to end here, not end, because, we still got some more time, but the last story I have written down is on a lighter note, and I don't know if you saw this.
I didn't see this, but I heard something the other day at Shout Out Classics Club, but I thought people were making a joke, and so I moved on. People were joking about seeing Barron Trump at Fordham, our campus. And I was like, oh, haha, that's funny. You're kidding. And then I thought about Latin some more, because that's all I think about.
So Barron Trump is not going to Fordham, which I did honestly think he was going for a little bit.
That would be crazy.
Because Trump, in his Theo Von interview, he revealed, and maybe he revealed it before, but this is the first time I learned of it, was that Barron Trump was going to a good school in the state of New York. So I was like, okay, good school. It's probably not like Columbia because they're like woke. Okay.
Yeah.
Surely. Like, we're definitely crossing off Columbia. We're definitely crossing off NYU. I'm like, okay, Trump went to Fordham for a little bit. It could be like Fordham, or it could be like Cornell, maybe. It wasn't Fordham. Barron Trump is going to NYU in Greenwich Village, West Village.
Yo.
Barron Trump the other day. It feels weird talking about but he's 18, so it doesn't matter, and he's our age. I'm an 18-year-old. Barron Trump was spotted at NYU for his first day of classes, and I guess he's going to the business school there. And jokes have already been made about this, but I'm gonna make the same one. Is that as soon as like a they/them goth person talks to him with the septum piercing, it's over.
It's Jover.
As soon as all of my Hinge matches that have ghosted me talk to him, it's over for Barron.
No.
He is going to be a full-blown communist, and I can't wait.
As soon as he meets a new school,
New school yeah,
baddie, he's so screwed.
dude. NYU got my Hinge as a fucking battleground. NYU, some people there. New school, FIT, you know who you are. There's a certain sect of people in that sphere of downtown Manhattan that would easily make a man like Barron Trump.
They can fix him.
They can fix him is, I think, the main point that we're trying to sell here.
I totally thought he would have gone to like University of Miami or like some party school or something.
I guess he graduated from a prestigious like boarding school or whatever in Florida, which I was surprised because I was like, I thought Melania was in New York, but I respect that. I guess he's living in Trump Tower too in Midtown and commuting.
Shit.
So I'm like, oh no, Barron's not going to have the roommate experience that we all have, the random assigned selection.
Imagine being roommates with Barron Trump.
I saw a Snapchat post, I'll repost it on Twitter, of like, yo, look who's in my class, dog. And it was just a candid picture of Barron Trump in the business school. And I was like, that'd be sick if that was his roommate.
What if he drops out and does like art or some shit?
I really hope so. I hope he finds a goth baddie.
Yes.
And,
Barron, go to a new school party.
Go to a new school. I was thinking, did you ever go to like those downtown bars? What is that? What was it? Phoebes or something?
I haven't been, but I've heard.
I think like NYU freshmen downtown.
That's, yeah.
Go to, I think like Phoebes or Phoebes or something.
It's
I don't know
Phoebes.
what the thing. Phoebes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what if we go to Phoebes and we see Barron Trump there with the Secret Service?
Yeah.
I think that'd be sick.
The Secret Service have to go out with him while he's like.
I watched The West Wing, and that's what happened there to Jed Bartlett's daughter. She would go out all the time.
Do you think he'd go to Barnyard? R.I.P.
Barnyard's not dead.
Oh, I thought they closed.
They may be closed. I don't know. I think they always close and reopen. It's a whole dilemma.
Yeah.
Barron's not going uptown. That's
True.
too far.
True.
Where would Barron Trump party?
I
I don't know if he does, because
he probably can't. Like, think about it.
I think Trump is way too strict. Donald.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't drink at all.
Yeah, I'd imagine like he can't because like he'd be seen and then his photo would be taken. And then, you know, like
Yeah.
he like it's not just his image, it's his dad's image, it's his dad's running for president, the whole shebang.
Should we invite him to a private dorm party so he can like have fun?
Sure.
I
Sure.
don't think he's a bad kid. He's a child.
We can fix it.
Like, I think he'd be a fun hang.
God.
I think he would.
Okay.
Like, politics
if you can
aside.
get it set up, sure.
He seems like a nice kid.
Okay.
And I genuinely mean that, and I hope he's doing well. And I like his mother.
hope-
I love Melania.
I hope he meets his New York baddie
Yes.
and becomes a communist.
I give any of my, because you need permission. any of my former Hinge matches. Go after Barron Trump. God, that'd be so good if we have. But I was thinking, we have Barron Trump now in NYU, and then we have Ella Emhoff, Kamala Harris's stepdaughter, in Bushwick.
Oh, yo.
Politics, the first families are taking over New York.
These are all stomping grounds. What are they doing here?
I don't know. It's crazy. I think I hate to be this person.
Oh, gosh.
Because we're a new podcast, but I think we're kind of making a difference here. I think we are making it the political hotspot.
Yes.
For all sides, because that's what the podcast is.
Yeah.
We're all sides. But yeah, I don't know. I hope I run into Barron. That's the thing.
Just like start unironically hanging out on like the east side all
I
the time.
I do a lot of daydreams because I need to pass the time instead of like doing work. So as I was like walking home, I was thinking like, yeah, what would it be like to just hang with Barron Trump? Because I saw this like Snapchat post of Barron, and I was like, what's that hang like?
I can't imagine. I wonder who he'd hang out with.
Probably business kids, unfortunately.
I mean, yeah, but like, would they want to talk to him, or would they not want to talk to him? Would he be bullied, or would he not be bullied?
That's a good question. I mean, I don't know. I'd be scared to bully Barron Trump because of the Secret Service.
Well, yes, some people are less brave, or no, more brave.
Okay. You didn't have to go that far.
I'm sorry. I take it back.
But
Wait.
NYU isn't like it's a communist bastion, but like any business school.
Right.
I talked to a business school person the other day. It's like, it's New York
It's-
City, but it's
yeah.
like, it's business, okay? You're pretty conservative. That's fine.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
wonder, did the Secret Service have to like follow him around everywhere?
Dude, I saw this picture of one of the Secret Service that is in Barron's crew or whatever. And like, they dress down because they don't want to be in like, you know, full suits or whatever. But I was like, I think the Secret Service guy had like a backpack and he was wearing like a polo or whatever. And I'm like, is he trying to like blend in? Keep in mind, this is like a 60-year-old bald like hog phenotype. And I was like, is this man trying to go undercover
Oh
at
my
NYU, at the
gosh.
NYU dorms, at Phoebes? That'd be sick.
Bro doesn't know how to dress. He's wearing a polo.
The dress is one thing, and then also being like 56 and, you know, being like, hey, they, them.
I'm sure if he put on jorts, he could pass.
Maybe.
I bet he wasn't wearing jorts, so jorts and some Converse.
Okay, now you're just describing my outfit.
Oh,
Dude,
you don't have.
my outfits have been trash recently. I have given up. We're like
Dog.
4 days into school.
Did you see what? Okay, the shirt I have on today says, "I love it when my wife lets me buy hunting gear." I rocked
Yeah.
up to class in like basically pajamas, this shirt, and like baggy ass pants and my slippers. Like, it is day
That's
4.
fine.
No, girl, the outfits are bad.
I think one of my political science professors thinks I come from a broken home and don't have like anything, because I have been wearing the same Penn State hoodie that I think is on my chair for every single class
Oh shit.
because it's so comfy.
Yeah.
And I won't take it off because
That's like your hoodie.
it's my hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of the icebreakers, was you had to do one truth and one lie. And my thing was like, I've been to Ecuador, or I'm from Pennsylvania. And everyone's like, you're wearing a Penn State thing. You're obviously from Pennsylvania. And I was like, I've already outsmarted everybody. I'm from Maryland, actually. So, yeah. And then I didn't speak the entire rest of the 3 classes.
Real.
But, yeah. Anyway, we're 57 minutes in.
Yo.
Hmm?
Yo.
Yeah. Anything else to talk about?
Oh, I was just gonna make a comment. Because
Yeah.
my Latin professor / the only classics professor at Fordham, he doesn't. If you have a class with him, like not one-on-one, he doesn't call you by your name. He only calls you by where you're from, and so it's really funny because he opens the first day and goes, "Austin and Memphis have had me before, so if you need help, like ask them." And he points at me, and I was like, "Don't ask me, please."
There's like 6 people from Austin in one of my classes.
So he would get confused, but I think then he'd go Austin proper, and then where are you from, and then like would find out what county you're from.
You're from Austin proper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so,
Say the address. Of
no,
your home.
my address is no. But then he would like go around, and so I'm used to this because like this is my 3rd or so class with him,
Yeah.
where like
He doesn't give a fuck about your name. He wants to know where you're from. And this girl goes, oh, hi, I'm blah, blah, blah. And he goes, I don't care. Where are you
Nice.
from? And she goes, oh. And then, like, he interrogated everybody in class about where they're from. And he, like, asked me a question about Texas or something, as he always does. And then I did not speak the rest of the class. I sat and I was like, don't look at me, please.
It's been really nice not speaking.
Yeah.
I've been sitting in the back, and like I raised my hand. I raised my hand for the first time today, besides icebreakers. And he was like, "Where are some places that people vote?" I said, "A post office," which I don't know is true. I think so. He was like, "Yes."
Yes.
He's from the Netherlands, so I don't know. But yeah, not talking has been wonderful.
Yeah.
I have this one class, my last class. I sit in the back, and one of the windows is open, and there's, oh my god, they've got the football field over there. They're blaring music, but it's a nice breeze. I'm like, this is wonderful. And they're talking about like poverty or something in the class, and I'm like, that's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But anyways, we've done a solid hour.
Yes.
And we're in person.
Yes.
This has been episode 9.
Episode 9 of Truly Orwellian.
Can you believe it?
Holy.
In person. Back in person. I've been staring at this camera. There's that camera. I hope it's recording. I don't know. It might be overheating. I see a red dot. I'm sure it's fine.
It's fine.
It'll all be good.
If not, you can use the duct taped footage. Oh, Garrett duct taped his phone to the chair for the audio listeners.
The phone is duct tape, and I see it. It's slanted now, and I think it was up straight before, so I think it's slowly falling. But that's fine.
It'll be a treat for the audio listeners if it crashes.
It'll be good. Yeah, this is why audio rules.
Exactly.
Because it's easy to edit, and you get it earlier than video. Speaking of release, Friday, September 6th is when this episode comes out. Another episode next Friday.
Hell
Friday
yeah.
after that.
Hell yeah.
Every Friday for the next 50 years.
Exactly. We will be like 60 yapping on the podcast.
Yeah, because in 50 years, that is 60 years.
Oh, I don't do math. That's 70. Wait, shit, that's 70. When we're 70, we'll be yapping on the pod.
God, we're going to be old as fuck. We're the same age. I'm extending this time. We're the same age.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
So I always considered myself an elder.
Oh.
But anyway, 4 months is not an elder.
It's, no. There's like you're like a little bit older, and that's it. So
I'm
you're like
a little bit older.
You're not that much of an elder.
It's fine. But I am like the youngest in all my classes now, which feels weird.
That's interesting.
Everyone's like, yeah, I'm a senior. I'm graduating. I'm taking the LSAT. I'm taking the accounting exam, the CPA exam. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be here. And you have lives and stuff, but it's not fun. Anyway, okay.
Oh.
We'll end it.
Yo.
Sorry, I'm having such a good time.
No, same.
We're in person.
We're yapping.
We're in person. We're yapping. Anyway, episode 9, Truly Orwellian. Follow us everywhere. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram.
Twitter.
Don't forget about Twitter.
Okay, have people been submitting their little...
I literally have not checked the podcast page. I don't think so.
Guys, please, I will do a funny accent, and I think all of you want that.
The Spotify
badly.
numbers are up.
Okay, that's
but
perfect.
you can't leave a review on Spotify. You can only leave stars.
Guys.
So thank you for the 5 stars.
You know what? If you text me your review, if you know me personally, or you DM the Truly Orwellian account, perhaps I will read it.
Dude, your friend texted me, got my personal number somehow, and was like, love the podcast. Shout out Max. But I was like, how do you have my number?
You're in like several group chats.
I don't know. Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Subscribe on audio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Follow us everywhere. Subscribe on YouTube. Thank you for all the new YouTube subscribers. We see you. Thank you for your last episode. Thank you, Marianne Williamson. She got 500,000 votes, not 200,000. I misspoke. Thank you, everyone. I misspoke. And I edited it in the thing. It's fine. 500,000 votes. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.